Oh, we've got some things to talk about this week, my friend. First, we're going to be discussing Jaclyn Cosmetics going to Ulta. Then we have some big, crazy, unexpected things happening with Fenty Beauty and potentially using mica from mines that are illegal. We got to talk about that. And then we actually have some very positive news about some influencer and celebrity collabs and so much more, including what was released this week all over the internets and in stores. So if you are interested in that, hang tight. We're about to jump into it right now. Okay, so let's get into the sticky stuff first, and then we'll get into the happy jolly stuff. So Jaclyn Cosmetics. Well, this one might be very happy for a section of people. Some people may be very frustrated by it, is going to be at Ulta. Now, this wasn't announced on Jaclyn Cosmetics Instagram or Jaclyn Hill's Instagram. It was announced on Trend Mood, which is always weird to me. But apparently it's real because Jaclyn commented next to the post, and also Morphe Brushes commented next to the post. And if you are not familiar, Morphe and Jaclyn are very tight. They're like peas and carrots. They're like two peas in a pod. I don't know why it's all about peas, but they're close. That's the point. They actually are under the same parent company, which is called Forma Brands. Forma was started by the people over at Morphe, and they helped start Jaclyn Cosmetics. That being said, now Jaclyn Cosmetics is going to be at Ulta. Now, my personal belief is that this is probably due to past sales at Ulta through the Morphe brand. They know Jaclyn is a powerhouse for sales. You cannot deny that the woman is an excellent saleswoman. So it makes sense to me that this would be a brand that would go into Ulta. I don't know if it's going to be in Ulta stores or just online, but it makes sense that they would give her a chance. Now, where the outrage is happening is I've heard some rumblings on Twitter about people upset that a lot of indie brands that have worked very hard for years haven't had nearly the controversy that Jaclyn's had with their launches, and they are not going to Ulta. And what I think it comes down to is that Ulta doesn't care. Ulta doesn't care how hard you work. Ulta cares about how much you can sell. And Jaclyn can sell, and they know that. So that's why I think they're betting on her. And is it fair? I mean, I don't think it matters whether it's fair or not when it comes down to it with Ulta, because it's all about business. You know, yes, I would love to see some of my favorite indie brands in Ulta. I think they deserve it. I think they create excellent products. I think that people would buy them if they gave them a chance. And it's not like Ulta hasn't had indie brands in the past that they've given a chance to. And hopefully she's just one of many indie brands going to Ulta. So we'll just have to wait and see. I would love to know your thoughts and what you're thinking about this down in the comments though. Even if you disagree with me, would love to hear your thoughts. After this story, we're gonna get a little more positive, but I feel like we need to talk about this one. Where I started with this was Fenty Fashion is closing, at least for now. The article that I read said that LVMH, which is the parent company for Rihanna's Fenty line, the Fenty Fashion, the Fenty Lingerie, the Fenty Beauty, the Fenty Skincare, LVMH is kind of the parent company for all of those. They haven't ruled out a second run of Fenty Fashion, but it is closing down. They're gonna be focusing on Fenty Beauty and Fenty Skin, as well as that Savage x Fenty, which is the lingerie line. Savage and Fenty acquired $115 million in funding from an affiliated private equity firm. So that brings the brand's valuation to more than $1 billion. So they really are set to really make a splash in the lingerie space. I know I've seen a lot of influencers promoting them. They look incredible. Like every time I see someone in the Fenty, the Savage x Fenty lingerie, they always look phenomenal. I have not bought any, but I can see them doing very well. So I think it's a smart move there. But Fenty Beauty might be seeing a downturn, and it's due to mostly reports in India. The Indian news media blew up with this story this past week. Fenty Beauty is being investigated by the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights. There was a complaint filed by activist Vinya Joshi, and it states, quote, "To ascertain that mica is free of child laborers, there are certification agencies. But media reports say that Fenty Beauty doesn't have supply chain clearance certification. According to a Filipino paper called The Daily Guardian, they said, quote, Fenty Beauty has declared that it does not conduct mandatory audits in regards to suppliers' code of conduct under the Californian law for human trafficking, slavery, and child abuse. And then a London-based magazine called Women in Home states that Fenty, quote, expects its direct product suppliers to adhere to and to implement our suppliers' code of conduct, which addresses working conditions for suppliers and specifically prohibits the use of involuntary forced labor, human trafficking, child labor, and harassment and abuse. So what that all says to me is basically they were like, well, they told us that they were good, so we just said that they were good and we didn't double check. Is what that says to me. That's based on the statements from these different outlets that are outside of the US. But to my knowledge, as of this filming, they haven't made a formal statement, and I haven't seen much of this covered in US press or Canadian press. It is very important to note that all of this is alleged at this point, but child labor is a huge, huge deal. And if you've seen the documentaries on the mica mines that are in specific portions of India where supposedly Fenty Beauty sources their mica from, it's absolutely awful, the atrocities that happen there. So I will be following the story, and if I hear any updates, I will be 100% sure to update you here on What's Up in Makeup. Okay, now let's pop over to some happier stories. So MAC sponsored a music video to help create opportunities for Black women in theater. The brand partnered with Women of Color on Broadway. It is a nonprofit organization that provides music and theater career opportunities for women of African, Latin, Asian, and Indigenous descent. The MAC sponsored music video is the song Summertime from the play Porgy and Bess. And if you are not familiar, the play follows the happenings of an all-Black neighborhood in Charleston, South Carolina, and you can actually go over to playbill.com and watch the music video anytime for free. They did lend the expertise of two of their senior makeup artists for the shoot, and they did sponsor the video. You can learn more about Women of Color on Broadway at womenofcoloronbroadway.org. Let's keep the happy news going. We're gonna be talking about some celebrity and influencer collabs, starting with Mielle Organics. It is a Black-owned natural hair company, and they have hired Megan Thee Stallion to be their spokesperson. They call her their first ever global ambassador. They are sold in over 80 countries with philanthropic investments focused on their 4 pillars, which are business, education, family, and community, and this includes their Mielle Maven Education and Entrepreneurship Fund. Megan said in response to getting this gig, I am excited to represent a global hair care brand that is Black owned and women led. It's an incredible feeling to become an ambassador for a beauty brand that uplifts women to stand in their natural beauty. Now let's talk about Drew Barrymore. She's going to be working with Garnier to promote the brand's new whole blend sulfate-free hair care range. But she's not just going to be an ambassador, she's also the creative director, which I think is crazy because she has her own brand, Flower Beauty, that she's doing all that stuff for, and now she's gonna be creative director for this line. She said when asked about the collaboration, quote, I've been a fan of Garnier Whole Blend since trying the olive products last summer, so when they approached me with the idea to help them launch this new line, I was all in. The products are amazing and good for your hair, but what's even better is that the brand is doing so many good things to give back and help make the planet greener. The collection is available in 3 different blends: the Honey Treasures, which seems to be about moisturizing, detangling, and repair; coconut oil and cocoa butter, which is a frizz control product; and then Royal Hibiscus and Shea Butter, which is specifically for curls and coils, and it is available now. And then finally, the influencer collab was one that I never would have expected in a million years, but Dove has tapped into the TikTok power of Hyram Yarbo. That man's everywhere. He's collabing with everybody. He's doing hair now, apparently. But this is the thing with it. Hyram, of course, is a skincare guy. So what they did with this hairline is that they're incorporating skincare ingredients that are very popular into their hair care line. Hyram said, quote, I believe ingredients don't lie, and I love that Dove is bringing some of my favorite skincare ingredients to hair care. And then the Dove guy, his name is Pranav Chandan, hopefully I said it correctly, he is the Division Director of Beauty and Personal Care for Unilever. He said that they wanted to increase customer satisfaction with their hair care solutions by, quote, featuring potent skincare ingredients to deliver incredible results after just one wash. There are 3 products in the line. There's Hydration Spa, which includes hyaluronic acid. There's Dry Scalp Care, which includes niacinamide, and then Breakage Remedy with their, quote, Nutrient Lock Serum, which I had to look at the ingredients to see what the heck that meant. So I'm not sure if this is actually the Nutrient Lock stuff or not, but this is some of the ingredients that stood out to me. There's lactic acid in it, which is a mild chemical exfoliator. There's glycerin in it, which is a humectant to pull moisture into the, not moisture, but water into the scalp. There's also grapeseed oil in the conditioner, which is a great moisturizer and an antioxidant. The shampoo and the conditioner both contain a hydrolyzed yeast protein, and that is known as an anti-static hair and skin conditioning ingredient. So I don't know if that's the Nutrient Lock Serum. I did my best picking out what I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know. I think that's really smart though, to include skincare ingredients that are becoming more, you know, people understand hyaluronic acid a little more now than maybe they did 5 to 10 years ago. So I think it's really smart to include like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, things like that in hair care. I think it's smart. And to get Hyram, I mean, it's pretty awesome. Last week, we talked in our business news about e.l.f. and how they're absolutely crushing it and how they just ruled 2020, even during a pandemic. Unfortunately, now we have a couple of brands reporting that they didn't do as well in 2020, and one of them is Shiseido. Apparently, they're at an 86% downturn in operating profits and a 19% drop across its 8 sales channels. They blame the losses on a few things. So the first was retail closures, and that was stifling the customer traffic. Also restrictions in Japan and reductions in international flights, which I thought was very interesting. So it decreased the demand that tourists have when they come and visit Japan. They started to rebuild when COVID started kind of flatlining and we were doing a little bit better with the numbers, but then the sales started to drop in September when the numbers started going back up again. So in 2021, they do have a plan, and they're going to be shifting their focus to their premium beauty brands. That includes Clé de Peau, Dolce & Gabbana, Drunk Elephant, and Laura Mercier. And then they're pushing a digital shift of their business model. Earlier this month, they actually sold off their drugstore brands, which we don't have here. They're only available in Asia. It was a hair care brand called Subaki and a skincare brand called Senka. And the deal was said to be worth $1.5 billion, which is crazy to me. So hopefully they do better in 2021. The other brand we're going to be talking about that isn't doing as well is Coty, of all brands. They reported a downturn of 16%. They do report a 1% increase over last quarter, so I guess that's better than, like, they're kind of flatlining rather than getting worse. They were especially hit in their markets outside of the US and Canada, taking the biggest hit in the area known as EMEA, which stands for Europe, Middle East, and Africa, but it also includes Australia and New Zealand. But Coty, just like Shiseido, does have a plan with what they call a, quote, solid pipeline of projects in the second half of the year. So we'll have to keep our eye out for that, and hopefully they can do better. Because I always feel like, you know, even big brands, it's good to see success in the economy. So hopefully they can pick it up and hopefully, you know, have more success in 2021. Keep our eye out. All right, my friend, are you ready for the product report? By the way, if you are curious what is on my eyes, we're gonna be talking about that in PR Purchase Product of the Week after the product report, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and start with some of the indie brands. We're gonna start with Menagerie Cosmetics because this was all over my timeline. People are so excited about this. It's called the Fight Club palette, and it's based on bats. It's so cool. Okay, so it's available for pre-order on February 26th at 12 p.m. PST. It contains 2 metallics, 2 chameleon metallics, and 1 chameleon satin in a new formula, as well as 7 mattes. And yeah, it's inspired by fruit bats, which I think is really cool. It retails for $38.95 and it's estimated to ship in early March. Also available on February 26th is a new purple liquid lipstick called Mirabelle. It's a royal purple with a hint of warmth, and in this photo, they're comparing it to an existing shade called Hyacinth, just so you can see how they look next to each other. It looks like there's also going to be a blush single and a body sugar scrub in the collection, so stay tuned. I'll let you know when those get announced. Kathleen Lights Lacquer launched her Valentine's Day collection called Cherry Bomb. So there's the shade Cherry, which is a gunmetal pink, and then the shade Joan, which is a deep cherry glitter. You can get both for $17 or they're $9.50 each. Now, Midas Cosmetics, this is super exciting for me because I happen to love the owner of Drench Cosmetics. His name is Josh and he's amazing. In honor of Black History Month, they're doing a collab, Midas and Drench. How often do you see two makeup brands collabing? I just love this. So this is the Genesis palette. We don't know what the inside looks like yet as far as the filming of this, but again, I'll keep you posted. It's launching in late February. This is a statement from Midas Cosmetics owner Rocio, quote, "Genesis will look great on anyone, but was specifically created for any person of color who has felt less than because of their skin tone. It can be hard to see that we are the blueprint. We've always been the blueprint for society and culture. However, somehow we're always forgotten. This is the show that we are resilient and know our worth." Definitely keep an eye on Midas's and Drench's Instagrams to see it even faster than I can get it to you. But what did launch this week from Midas is the Bitchin' Cake Liner palette. $22, includes 7 mattes and 2 pearl shades, and it is water activated. Adept Cosmetics launched their Ninhydrin palette this week. All new shades. It is a vegan formula. It is made in the United States. You get 3 grams of eyeshadow in each pan, which is it's a lot. $68 there. Pre-order is going to be very soon. If you are on their email list, you are going to get first dibs on everything. So if you really want this palette, definitely sign up for their emails because they're going to give you first shot at it. Now, another brand to keep an eye out for, which is about to launch, is a brand called Ashes of Aspie Cosmetics. It was started by a cosplayer / makeup artist with high functioning autism, and she is releasing a Mountain Dew scented setting spray. It is set to launch on February 24th. Definitely follow the brand's Instagram for updates on that. Scrandy Beauty has launched their lip sauce. It is a hybrid between a high shine gloss and a moisturizing lip oil. They're $8 each, and it does come in 3 shades. Then we have Nabla's Vicious Mascara. Oh my gosh, is this the most cute, adorable packaging ever? It is so stinking cute. They say that it is an extra volume mascara that immediately intensifies the lashes from the root, leaving the tips elongated, lifted, and separated. And that it has a vinyl formula. So it builds a firm and intense lash line, giving depth to the eyes while separating the lash tips. The packaging just gets me. It is so stinking cute. I don't know. I'm a sucker for just adorable packaging. So I think it's really cute. All right, speaking of cute packaging, Nomad Cosmetics Shanghai Yin Yang Intense Eyeshadow Palette. You get 18 shades from matte neutrals to vibrant colors, 9 soft matte yin shades, and 9 unique brilliant foil yang shades. $44 USD. It is available now. Restocking today, the very popular Bloodline collection from Mira Beauty Company. All 3 palettes are being restocked. Bombay Baby, Beijing Baddie, and Kolwezi Queen. They're all coming back at 11 a.m. Eastern today. BH Cosmetics launched their BFF collection with Alondra, Desi, and Elsie Guevara. I hope I did it. I'm not familiar with them. I know they're very popular, but I'm not familiar with them. Their fans are gonna eat me alive with the way I pronounce it. I'm so sorry I tried. But anyway, we're here to talk about the makeup. That's what's important. BFF eyeshadow palette, $24, 20 neutral tones and pops of color. Each row across is supposed to be cohesive. It includes a transition shade, a lid shade, and a crease shade. And then they have the BFF Snatched Face palette, $16, comes with a highlighter, a blush, a bronzer, and a contour. And then there's 2 lip duos, one for each lady, $14, 1 matte and 1 high shine glossy finish. Unfortunately, both were sold out last time I looked, but I'm not sure if they're restocking those. About Face by Halsey launched their anti-Valentine's Day products. And oh my gosh, the little video that they filmed for this, it's over on their Instagram, is so cute. It's definitely worth a watch. It's like a minute or 2 long. It's really cute. They launched 5 new matte lip paints in a cherry red, a mauve, a pink, a black, and a brick red with 4 matching lip pencils in all those shades except for the black. The lip liners are $17 and the lipsticks are $22 each. We are going to be talking a little bit about the About Face products that I've been trying again in my PR purchased in just a minute, but I am working on a full review of that hopefully will be available to you in about a week and a half. M Cosmetics, one of my favorite products from them are their Radiant Veil blushes. They're coming out with a new shade called Venetian Rose. It's launching today at 12 p.m. Eastern Time time, it's $34. Bobbi Brown's Stroke of Luck collection launched. It is so beautiful. New limited edition, absolutely gorgeous packaging here. 5-pan eyeshadow palette, $45. Luxe metal lipsticks in 3 shades, they're $38 each. And then the highlighting powder in Opal Glow, $48. Oh my gosh, it is so gorgeous, and unfortunately it's sold out, but it is, the print in it is just so beautiful. I know some people are like, I'm just gonna swirl my brush in it anyway, it doesn't even matter what the print is, but I don't know. I'm still a sucker for a cute print. Another collab product, Ciate Curated Collection by Danielle Marcan. $110 worth of Danielle's favorite products, and they're only charging $40 for it. You get a shadow flip, an editor palette, a dewy blush, a Wonder Wand mascara, and a mini Wonder Wand liner. New lip product from Milani, the Max Lip Plumper, and they say it is, quote, curated with a unique blend of lip-loving actives to provide high-impact color and serious shine for visibly plump lips. It is exclusive to Milani Cosmetics and Walmart.com, but it should be coming to Walmart stores soon. NYX launched a Valentine's Day collection. It's new and limited edition, and it's called To Me, Love Me. Which I think is really cute. They have an eyeshadow palette, $30, and then some lip gloss duos, $9 each. You can shop the collection at nyxcosmetics.com. Okay, speaking of packaging and just ultimate gorgeousness, I'm not usually that into Huda Beauty stuff. Like, I mean, it's nice, it looks nice, but I don't usually go, and this one made me go, It's freaking gorgeous. All right. Gold Obsessions, $29, 9 shades, 3 different finishes, matte, metallic, and shimmer, plus an all new texture of pink and gold that's literally, they say, been sprinkled with gold flakes for a lustrous, shimmering finish. Oh my gosh. Like, every once in a while, something just catches me, and this just is like, unbelievable, unbelievable. All right, another collab, all these collabs. Tarte has a new collab. They originally posted this picture with the dogs, and they're like, who are we collabing with? They're actually collabing with Alicia Marie and Remy Cruz, who have a podcast together called Pretty Basic, and this is the Pretty Basic palette. They say that the palette is a perfect reflection of both of our personalities, classic neutrals paired with Tarte's famous lip oil and Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara to create the ultimate effortless PB-inspired look. The palette's $35 USD. They say it's a $57 value, plus free shipping on all US orders. Now we're gonna pop over to Sephora. Just a couple things that stood out to me. The Violet Voss I Love You Cherry Much palette, $42. It's an 18 eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. 6 of them technically are not safe for eye use. That's why they call it pressed pigments. Never let them trick you into thinking that it means something that it isn't. It just means they can't call it an eyeshadow. Literally. Cherry and coordinating hues from pops of reds to deep berries there. This definitely caught my eye because I'm a sucker for colors. The Makeup Eraser Ride or Die 7-day makeup eraser set, $25 in colors inspired by rainbow tie-dye. And then this, the ad for it was so cute and so well done. The Kosas Cloud Set Baked Setting Plus Smoothing Powder. They say it's a super soft sheer setting and smoothing powder baked with skincare active that sweeps away shine, not glow, and feels like nothing but looks like everything. I mean, what great marketing there. $34 in 10 shades, and it does look like a pretty nice gradient there. Moving over to Ulta, and we're actually going to talk about some of these products in the PR purchase in just a minute. We're almost there. They're available online today and in store on March 1st. 4-in-1 Sculptor Concealer, $22, does come in 16 shades. They say you can contour, sculpt, and highlight while brightening the appearance of the under eye area with ultimate hydration. It is a buildable medium to full coverage. And then the 4-in-1 Skin Perfecting Powders. I don't have this. It's a face palette in 3 shade ranges, dark deep, medium tan, and fair light. They're $34 each. It is a mix of bronzer, highlighter, blush, and translucent setting powder arranged in a travel-friendly palette. And then this is the other one, the On Point Mascara with Hemp, $22. Separate, lengthen, and thicken with the appearance of your lashes with hemp-derived ingredients. We haven't talked about Makeup Revolution in a while, so let's talk about them. They have the I Heart Revolution Unicorn Heart Glow Serum Primer, $10, shimmering particles infused with vitamin E with a vanilla blossom scent and argan oil, so this is gonna be very moisturizing. We talked about this last week, the Make It Black movement. It was one of our top news stories. Now the products are available at Ulta. If you did not see last week, and if you're not familiar, it was started by Beauty founder Sharon Shooter. The movement aims to redefine black as we see it in the dictionary. The words evil, threatening, ugly, wicked, to words like luxury, timeless, and classic, like the little black dress and things like that, that are omitted from the dictionary. To support this movement, popular brands changed their packaging to black. ColourPop released an entire line. I will put the photo of it here. You can go ahead and check it out at Ulta or on the ColourPop website. Maybelline and Make It Black Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick and Thrill Seeker is part of it. The Pure and Make It Black Fully Charged Magnetic Mascara. Beauty, of course, the Aphrodisiac Cleopatra Ink Liquid Liner, and the Make It Black Warm Neutrals Ultimate Shadow Palette with NYX, and then finally the Morphe Make It Black Continuous Setting Mist. And the last product I wanted to share with you, I found at the very last minute. This is the Real Technique Soft Glam collection, available only at Ulta. There's 8 brushes and tools: the Perfecting Primer, the Complexion, the Sculpted Blush, the Finishing Brush, the Luxe Highlight, the Eye Brush Trio. I don't know if I'm not actually counting, I'm just doing this. Body Glow Kabuki Brush, and the Facial Toning Bar. And that's what came out this week. All right, I have been so excited. I mentioned it like multiple times because I've been so excited to share with you what's on my face today. I had so much fun getting ready today, so I want to share with you. All right, so these are the highlights of things I wanted to mention. You cannot judge the way this looks in the pan, because when it was sent to me, it did not look like this. I'll put up a picture of what this is supposed to look like. This is from Makeup Maniacs. This is the main shade that's on my lid today. It's the shade Rebel, and it is gorgeous. But yeah, once I dipped my finger in it, it just completely messed with the pattern on it. I'll show you what it looks like without the case on it. But when it mixed together, it really does look absolutely beautiful on the lid. Also from Makeup Maniacs, these were set in PR, I forgot to mention. PR. This is the blue that's on my lids that I'm very excited about. This is the Makeup Maniacs Multi-Chrome Liner in the shade Sub-Zero. I actually topped this over top of the Beauty Black, the Aphrodisiac Liner. So to just kind of give it a little bit more of a pop. And it just, I love the way it looks. I had so much fun. So I had to match the top with the bottom, so I figured I would show you. This was set in PR a while ago. I actually really don't like this formula, the Tarte form. It's really messy. I don't like it, but it looks really pretty if you can get it to work and not be so crumbly. This is in the shade Wild and Free. And then I just put a little bit more of this like on the inner corner there. I do want to mention the concealer. This is the brand new Pure Concealer, just in case you were interested in getting this since this just came out. It blended out so nicely. It really is more of a medium coverage, especially if you have like something that can crease underneath your eyes. Like I put on 2 layers today and I felt like it only really built to a medium coverage. I used a brush first and then I tapped on with my fingertips, but I thought it looked really nice, really pretty. This is the first time I've used it and I really enjoyed it. One thing I love about this, I love the button. Like this packaging that Pure has is so cute. So you push the button and then then it pops up, and I just think that's really cute. I don't know why, I'm just so amused. And then it clicks down. So if you have this in your purse for some reason or in a travel bag or something, it's not gonna open up unless something like see how, even I'm like trying to hit it, like you really have to push it to open it up. So I'm gonna keep playing with this, and if I learn anything new about it, I'll include it in a favorites and fails. I did use the mascara, and I have to be honest, I wasn't super impressed by it, but I'm not usually impressed by hemp-based mascaras anyway. They don't really do a lot for me. Definitely stronger on the volume than the length. So if you already have very long lashes, you might really like it. It also separated my lashes very, very nicely. It just didn't give me enough length for me because I have really short lashes. But again, first time I've used it, so I need to let it stay open for a little while, see if it changes its texture, consistency, how it applies, and all of that over time. The Pure stuff was PR as well. Oh, I forgot to mention this. As a base underneath the Makeup Maniacs shadow, I use this from About Face. This is their the liquid eyeshadow, and I can't read what this says. The print on this is so small. I have no idea what shade it is, but you're looking at it on the screen because I can't read it. But this worked as a beautiful base for this shadow. I'm looking forward to playing with these a bit more. On my lips today, I have the About Face lipstick. Again, I have no idea what shade it is. I also put that on as blush today, and I also used as a lip liner this lip liner in a shade. Again, I can't read it. It's too small. And I topped it with the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. And this one, I should be able to read the shade. It's the shade Brass. So just first impressions on these, it's a very creamy lip liner. Really enjoyed using it. The matte liquid lipstick was very matte and very dry. I really needed to use a gloss over top of it. It was very uncomfortable. If you want to know anything else that's on my face, I will leave the Getting Ready With Me video down below. And if you want to join us, we usually get ready on Periscope, which feeds to my Twitter. We get ready around 2 o'clock on Fridays. So notable sales this week, we have the CVS Epic Beauty event. It is back. It's only 2 times a year. It goes from now until March 13th, and you can get 50% off select beauty and wellness products when you shop online and in store. During the rest of the week, you can also earn up to $100 in extra bucks by shopping beauty and wellness products. Ciate London is up to 50% off select products. No code needed. It does end today though. Philosophy, $20 off of a $60 purchase and $30 off of a $75 or more purchase. Use code SAVEMORE. Josie Marin is doing a buy one, get one 50% off deal. Lancome, 25% off site-wide, 20% off site-wide over at Pacifica. Use code TREAT YOURSELF. Suva Beauty also wants you to treat yourself with a 25% off red, pink, and purple cosmetics and February 16th. Smashbox, 20% off of $40 or more. That does end today. Laura Lee Los Angeles, up to 50% off for this weekend only. So again, ending today. Juvia's Place, up to 60% off. This includes their I Am Magic Foundation and Concealer and lots of palettes and bundles and stuff. So go check that out. Birchbox, which is a name you probably haven't heard of in a while, 30% off site-wide through February 15th. I used to buy stuff with Birchbox points all the time. They have a ton of stuff over there. So if you're just looking like general shopping, like I kind of want to buy something, but I don't know what I want to buy, go head over to Birchbox and check it out because they really do have some good stuff over there. Half Caked Makeup, they're the ones that came out with that floppy disk palette a couple of weeks ago. They're having a 40% off sale site-wide for Valentine's Day. No code needed there. And then finally, 25% off bar soaps and hand care at Beekman 1802 with a very strange code. It's called VoteGoat21. I don't know, but it ends February 15th. And finally, we have our artist shout out of the week. And today we are talking about Radiate by Rachel. Her name is Rachel Roll. And wait, all right, this galaxy look. I could never have conceptualized this in my mind. Like I never would have even thought of this. Like this never, like I always think when I think galaxy, I'm thinking it's gonna be like blue and I don't know. Like the orange and neon yellow, like where did that come from? I don't know, but it's incredible. All right. This blue butterfly look, I could have sworn this was Photoshop. This does not look real, but there is an entire video of her doing step by step, like the pieces, you know, like the TikTok-y kinds of things where it like, you know, she turns her head and you like see the next step. Well, I'm putting it on the screen. You know what I'm talking about. I can't see it right now, but you can see it next to me. But I didn't believe it until I saw the video. I was like, this is insane. It's the shadows. And then finally, this incredible snowy purple blue look. The white block brows are like, and then of course the shadows on the bottom, just incredible. It amazes me how many incredibly talented people there are on Instagram. Like 10 years ago, these people would be famous, like literally like famous all over the world because nobody was I'm sure people were just as talented, but it just wasn't as big back then, you know, like it just blows me away how talented people are. So if you want to give her a follow, I will put her Instagram link down below for you. And that, my friend, was What's Up in Makeup this week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved the show. I would love to hear your thoughts about anything I talked about today down in the comment section below. Thank you, of course, as always, to the What's Up in Makeup Facebook hunters. Their names are scrolling below me. Oh my gosh, thank you everybody for joining the new What's Up in Makeup Hunters group. There was more participation in the Hunters group this week than I have seen in literal years. Like, thank you all so much. You can see how many names are scrolling below me. It's not usually that many. Like, I'm just, thank you so much to everybody that's joined over there. It's just such a happy place, and I just appreciate you all. And yeah, I'm so happy that everything worked out with that. Chat today is at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Today, if you would like to hang out with us and talk about what's happening in the community, what's happening in makeup, you can join us. But if you miss it, or if you got stuff to do, it is absolutely no problem at all. You can always check out live chat by either going to subscription feed or going to my channel page, clicking on my videos, and then clicking on the video titled live chat. Thank you so much for being here for What's Up in Makeup. I appreciate you. If you are not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe before you go. But if you are not ready to go, YouTube should be recommending a couple of videos for you over here, including last week's What's Up in Makeup, if you'd like to watch it. But if it is your time to go, it is absolutely no problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out as long as you did, and mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very soon. Bye!